Want to start a tab?
Coming right up. I need another bottle over here. Thanks.
Do that again.
I don't know what I did. I just took one word and then rhymed it with a number of letters. Tumber, wumber, fumber, humber, cumber, lumber, pumber, wumber, dumber. And I'm like repeating words at this point.
Hey, look, we have our guest here. How about that?
That's a little embarrassing. Could have told me they arrived a couple seconds earlier.
You can't hear the door open and shut. Like, the door opens and we get a blast wave of the music.
Are you sure that door makes a noise?
All that being said, welcome to the Bakerboys.
Yeah, we are your hosts, the Bakerboys. The ones and only.
Here to discuss another movie.
I was going to mention a cereal I saw. I think I saw Fruity Pebbles has a cinnamon version.
Cinnamon?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but that seems kind of out there.
Very much.
I know they've always done the Cocoa Pebbles and then the Fruity Pebbles. I guess maybe they're desperate for variety.
Maybe.
I feel like cinnamon won't work.
I don't know. You'd have to try it because I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I don't
is it
eat cereal
specifically
anymore.
synonym roll or is it just
I think
synonym?
it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I think. Basically,
it's just
Cinnamon Toast Crunches, but it's, I'm pretty sure, still in
Just
the
heavy
shape
on
of
the
those pebbles.
cinnamon sugar. That would be
Anywho.
terrible. You know how gritty that's going to be?
I can't
It's just
imagine. Make Nick
Pebbles
get it.
and then
Nick, you should try it for
cinnamon
us.
Sugar.
You
That would be
realize
terrible.
If I get it,
You know, that's what
if
we could
it's
do.
Not completely
Nick could
out of
try the
bounds of
cereal,
flavor.
do a review, and we'll have a short little cereal review at the beginning here, like less than 2 minutes. 3 minutes top, maybe 5 minutes tops of
5
cereal.
minutes, Nick talking about food
Four-
for 5 minutes.
4
You give
minutes
him
of
too
cereal.
much credit.
All right,
You
3
really
minutes
do.
of
It's like 30 seconds. It was good. Well, would you like to expand upon that? I
Well,
liked it.
okay.
It tasted
I guess
sweet.
Nick will get it. Nick will try it, and then you could try it too, just to do like a little short.
Oh,
So,
sure.
anywho,
Let Chris
we're on
do
to
that.
our next movie review. We just did The Prince of Egypt last week or the week before. I don't know when these are releasing because we're also having a story come out.
It does
I don't even
stagger
know-
our releases. So when you mention, look out for such and such, because that'll be coming soon, just weeks go by before it actually comes.
Yeah, I know, because I'm thinking this episode's probably going to be past our Mother's Day episode. So I hope everybody who's listening enjoyed that story. I mean, we officially recorded
know
it
what you
at some
thought.
point.
Yeah, we can't even put a plug in for it anymore.
I don't know.
We don't know what's going on anymore. We
Any-
lost conception of time a long time ago.
Time is irrelevant in this place.
time.
Just like reality is an illusion, the universe is hologram. Bye, gold. Bye.
Oh, I was trying to think of that one. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared episode. YouTube.
I can think of what you're thinking
Time
of,
is a something.
but I don't know how it goes.
I don't
Yeah, I
remember
got no
either.
clue.
Anywho, we're doing an animated movie review, continuing our DreamWorks saga.
Yes.
Our movie title of this time is The Road to El Dorado.
Released in the year 2000, an adventure musical.
It is an hour, 29 minutes.
You know, I did not get adventure musical written down on here.
What genre did you get written down?
I didn't get anything written down.
Oh,
on my
Michael
paper.
skipped one of the steps.
I did. But okay, here's a step you guys skipped, and we've honestly been skipping every movie review we've done. Do you guys remember when the first time we watched this film?
You know, I think it might have been one of those films we just saw on Netflix because I don't remember a distinct time of, oh, yeah, we're at grandma's or we're at Grammy's or we're at
I know
family
that's
video.
the thing. I don't remember.
I don't know if it
I
was
ge-
one that we would have rented.
Yeah. I feel like this movie would have been a bit too popular for the library there in Portland, I think.
I don't know if we would have saw the title and thought, hey, let's watch this movie.
No, but I feel like we would have looked at this. Might have been one we got from Family Video. You have to remember that.
I still think we saw it on Netflix, couldn't think of anything else to watch, and clicked on it.
I don't know about that.
I think that would happen quite often.
No, because we went. You have to think we had Family Video far before Netflix, and I feel like it would have been a Family Video grab, and most likely.
Okay, well, here's the thing. This movie came out in 2000. When did Netflix start?
It was like 2008.
2008, so...
Yeah, that would have been 8 years of us having not watched this film. I don't think so.
I mean...
I could see it.
All three of us would have been really young during that time period, so it could have been a Netflix watch. I don't know.
Anywho, on from there, we've got the setting for this movie. 2 con men get a hold of a map.
We're just going to skip the directors and the writers.
It's more like the premise you're describing rather than the setting. The setting is like the age of exploration in 1579 or something.
Is that what it is?
They say the date. I just didn't write it down.
I did not see. Did they actually say it?
Yeah, they don't say it. They show it.
Oh,
it's like 1579, and you're seeing ocean waves, and then it fixates on Spain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So one of the goofs I saw from IMDb, the main characters make mention of the peseta as a currency, and the peseta wasn't introduced until 1869, exactly 350 years after the time the movie is set in.
It's a bit dated, but yeah, historical accuracy is not the objective of this film. A lot of the settings are inspired by Aztec and Mayan civilization, but it is not historically accurate.
This chair makes me feel like I'm sitting on a very short toilet.
It's very
It was interesting.
stylized.
The whole studio went out to that area to draw inspiration from the architecture out there.
All right, so this movie released March 31st of 2000. Directors, and I swear I want to call this guy Bilbo.
I know.
But
it's missing one letter.
I know it's missing the L.
Yep, there's Bibbo, Bergeron, and Don Paul.
Yeah, oddly enough, Google for some reason throws in Jeffrey Katzenberg.
I get that too.
He's just a producer.
Okay. Always nice, Google not being reliable. This movie did win an award, Critics' Choice Movie Award for Best Score.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I know, it really isn't. This movie rocked for the music. Did you already mention its running time?
Yes.
And did you, what was that?
Hour 29.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you said an hour or if you were just going with like 89 minutes or something like that. I hate that when it comes to like voodoo or other stuff.
It'll flip-flop between the two. You'll get one runtime that's only in minutes, and then another runtime that's an actual, hour and the minutes.
Yeah, it's like, I don't like that. So we've got some ratings for this movie. IMDb has it at 6.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 49%. It's got a letterboxed of 3.6 out of 5. And I personally think that this movie is way better than what they're saying it is.
Well, I know initially audiences and critics weren't too fond of it, but as years have progressed, it's become more popular online with little clicks.
I saw a YouTube thumbnail that was talking about how this was a golden classic or like a cult classic for many people.
Definitely underrated for a lot of people.
All right, so before we go into what Chris has,
A movie poster.
oh yeah, the movie poster.
Yeah, there are two you'll find, and I think one of them is just the DVD case where it's got the two characters, Tulio and Miguel, riding the horse with a blue background. That's all you get.
Basic.
Not very.
There were like 3 different
incentivized.
poster artworks. There's the one that you do get, like, and we probably saw it on the family video VHS tape or DVD case.
It would have been DVD.
That's what I was thinking. And it would have been just that. It would have been a blue background with Tulio and Miguel and what was the horse's name?
Alvito? Alvito?
Altivo
Altivo, that's the one.
or
Yeah.
Altivo. Spanish.
Activo. Which it's funny how that starts with an A. We know another movie horse where that also started with an A, but that horse died.
It always goes back to never ending story, doesn't it?
Anyway, there's that movie poster. There's also another movie
Yeah, there's
poster.
another one that's got a green jungle border, and then the characters are rearing on the horse with the Mesoamerican city in the background. You know, that pyramid architecture.
You mean El Dorado?
If you want to be specific, it was El
I would
Dorado.
want to be specific because you can't just say it's a Mesoamerican city in the background because that could be anything.
Definitely a lot more interesting background, a lot more enticing.
Very much so. I want to say, like, switching over to the DVD artwork, they probably were sticking with something a little more minimalistic and just having the main
I don't
characters
know why they
up
wouldn't
there.
just keep that. Like, did they not think it translates from like a big poster you'd see at the theaters? Like, look, it's what's coming to theaters. It's Road El Dorado. And then you got the little DVD case. It's like 8 inches. It's like,
Well,
we
okay,
got to shrink this down.
I honestly think that the DVD poster, the DVD artwork definitely could have been a lot better for the cover. I don't think moving the original poster artwork to the DVD case, I don't think that would have
It's
translated
probably not
well for
practical,
kids.
But think
who would have
about
been
like
looking at it like, what is this movie? Whereas you could just see 2 characters on a horse and be like, oh yeah, this looks okay. It would have been different if they would have done something, and I'm trying to think of a different like artwork that would have worked or that I can compare to, but something that would have had like all the characters in it, like one where you even see like the villain in it, and then you've got Chief Tully, you've got what was the girl's name? Shell, and then you've got Miguel and Tulio and the horse. And even Cortez too in the background as well. Like you could have done something where you had like the characters, like all the characters you're going to see.
maybe you could have done that. I just think of like when we're walking through family video and we'd be walking through the games section, the cover alone could sell you on a game. So it's like, why don't they do that with DVDs? You get these boring
is true.
DVDs and you're like, wow, this like Secret of Nim had that issue where the DVD looks so boring. It's like, wow, this great farming story.
Well, okay, now hold on. Think about that when you're looking at like The Godfather. What was the PS2
That
artwork
one
for The
is
Godfather? Was
just
that
the
very
black
just
cover with
Yeah.
the white outline of his face.
that's very minimalistic, but
That works
that's also,
though. It's a lot more enticing. It's not.
It is.
But that
It's
is
not
the
this.
poster
So that's that.
art. So then we turn to
Well,
the trailer.
hold on. There was a third poster artwork too that had them coming out of the map.
Yeah, they were like
bursting
riding
out
the
of map.
horse and bursting out of the map, which I don't know. When you're looking at these, it's like, all right, is that something that was actually used, or is this just artwork that was created after the fact?
It's
and
hard to
Google
tell.
can't tell what you're asking for. So then that brings us to the trailer, which it actually opens with very little vocal commentary on it. We actually just get straight up with the focus on the comedy duo, Tulio and Miguel, different scenes in the movie where they're trading quips. And then
Yeah.
the actual trailer voice comes in to tell you more
Narrator's
about what you're
voice.
going to get, the adventure story that was going to proceed. It even shows off some of the songs and outright states that written by Elton John. You know, he worked on The Lion King. You know, they go out of their way to remind you.
What did he do in The Lion King?
Look, Elton John and
Tim Rice, Hans Zimmer, all 3 of them worked on The Lion King.
And
this
they
movie
all
was
came for this
actually
movie,
the-
too.
Yeah. It's the first time they worked on a piece together since The Lion King.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I mean, we're going from the Prince of Egypt, where they had in the trailer the wrong songs playing. They had that end credit song
end
just to
credits
show, like,
song.
yeah, we've got these people in the movie. I don't care. And we go to this one where it's like you actually get the
actual
music
song
in
that's going
it.
to be during.
And
the movie.
I think even the end credit music was also good too in this movie. We didn't stay to watch the entire credits because we don't do that.
No,
Movie
evidently
review stops right at credits until we hit Marvel.
these movies came out during a time where it didn't matter what came at the end of the movie. You could walk out and it was okay.
It's not okay anymore.
Such a bygone era.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's
it's
also
coming
funny
back.
because the movie theaters don't really
There's
It
not
doesn't
really
really
an
matter.
audience there anymore.
No. So let's proceed into the production.
You want to get into production over going right into the movie?
Yeah.
Well, then I will take it away from there. The animation combined traditional hand-drawn animation with early CGI elements. You get this quite a bit. It's not like it was anything different. This hybrid approach. It was still evolving, though. Used mainly for environments and crowd scenes and camera movements.
Okay.
The visual design, of course, took inspiration from Mesoamerican art, although it was stylized to be more appealing to a broad audience. The music actually began before the script was finalized. It was done by Elton John with lyrics by Tim Rice. And the score itself was composed by Hans Zimmer. So all three of those guys worked on The Lion King.
Something also interesting, Tim Rice was in London while Elton John was in Atlanta at the time that they were writing the music. So Tim would write something and then send it over to Elton. And after that little bit, they'd end up sending it to Hans Zimmer to finish it.
These guys had that remote work thing down pat long before 2020.
No, but when was this movie? Was 2000, so they would have been.
They would have been working on it during the 90s.
Oh,
Like after 94, because that was when Lion King came out. So from that point on, I bet they were probably working on Road to El Dorado.
how did they send that? So would it just been in a letter sent over on a ship or in the air? Like what would they have done?
I don't know, because I know 2000 would have been when the internet really kicked off. So I seriously doubt they were sending emails.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if they could have gotten away with letter.
Fax.
Though.
They said it was faxing.
Oh,
They faxed it to each
faxing.
other. My
Oh.
bad. My brain kind of cut out at some point. I'm so sorry, guys.
There
Glad
we
you
go.
got that, because I don't know what they would have done. Just doing snail mail or something.
I need to see if I can do a like a sound effect, get that faxing sound effect, for all the old folks watching this.
Yeah, it will be left out of that loop. So then, the main characters, Tulio and Miguel, had significant. Well, their voice actors had significant improvisation for their lines. The pair were rewritten into con artists. They didn't start out as con artists. They got rewritten into con artists.
What were they originally?
I don't know. The story changed so often, it was nicknamed The Lost City on Hold.
Oh, that's funny.
What I found is that they wanted to make a movie revolving around side characters. It's like the whole inspiration was to take characters that you usually see on the side, the funny characters, the quote unquote losers, and they wanted to take those two and put them in a cinematic adventure. It was something that had never been done before.
Definitely would have been pretty experimental, and there's always a push and pull between doing something new and doing something people are familiar with. If it's too new, people won't grasp onto it, but if it's too samey, people are going to be bored with it. So originally this was going to be PG-13, but DreamWorks made them reduce it to PG.
What was going to make it 13?
I don't know.
Character deaths.
No, maybe they would have done some character deaths, but I think they wanted to have
there's
more
one
adult
particular
humor in
individual
there.
I can remember that should have.
Yeah, he gets
died.
crushed, and he's like, still okay. But I think they wanted more adult humor in the movie. So they had the challenge and tone adjustments during production. Early versions leaned toward adult humor, but DreamWorks made them shift it to more family-friendly adventure. So there's, you can see rewrites and tonal inconsistencies in the movie. So the premise that Spanish myth of El Dorado originated from the 16th century, but El Dorado wasn't a city, it was a ritual involving a gold-covered ruler of the Muisca people. Spanish explorers transformed the story into a lost city of gold.
Huh.
So it was inspired by Aztec and Mayan civilization, but, not historically accurate. Initially, it was a historical adventure concept, but got turned into a buddy comedy. So this was following The Prince of Egypt. So it attempted to maintain the epic scope, but shifted to lighter comedic tone. It leaned into character-driven humor, differentiating it from Disney's fairy tale-based adaptations. So I'm sure you'd like to hear about the movie's budget now.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple more fun facts to drop on people. The war horse, Alvito, was named Alvito because hang on. The war horse was named Alvito, which means supreme or highest in Spanish.
Ah.
More than 485 artists from more than 30 different countries were devoted 4.5 years to the making of this movie. Approximately 87,957 pencils and 37,806 erasers were used throughout the course of production.
That's hand-drawn animation for you.
Yep. It's a lot better than that Ants movie we watched.
And to create the gate crashing scene, they ended up using a whole new different system developed by themselves to get that accomplished.
Huh. That's cool. I like that. I honestly, okay, well, go into the budgets before we go into our own thoughts and like the breakdown of the movie.
Right. So Ants had a budget of $60 million. They earned back $171 million.
I can't believe that. I still just that movie that just
It's
I
not
I
too
can't, no.
impossible.
The Prince of Egypt had a budget of $70 million and made back $218 million.
Yeah, that one was good.
The Road El Dorado had a budget of $95 million and made back $76 million.
Whoa, that's
Yeah, that wasn't good.
oh,
That was
that's
worse than Ants.
That's a bummer.
Yeah,
Wait, how
And I
much did
hated Ants, and
make?
this
How much
movie
did
was
Ants
just
make?
so much better.
Ants cost $60 million to make.
60
Made
million.
back $171 million.
Wow, that's
How did this movie flop?
a
Well,
hard hit to take.
now we all know I have to tell you what the inflated numbers were.
I don't want
Proceed.
to
The
know.
95 million becomes 168 million in today's monies. 76 million turns into 135 million. So I think one of the biggest reasons why its budget got so inflated was because originally the movie was being directed by Will Finn and David Silverman. They left in 1998. Now, we learned earlier in one of our reviews that when there is people leave production, everything gets stalled, and then they have to bring in new people, and there's a lot of retooling that significantly spikes the budget. So I think that was part of the reason. DreamWorks was also prioritizing The Prince of Egypt, so there were actually fewer resources available for The Road to El Dorado. They had,
that makes sense.
staffing was divided, attention was divided. But, this movie did release March 31st in the year 2000. So some of the other movies that it was competing with was a film called Aaron Brockovich, which was a strong adult drama that was performing well. Final Destination, a breakout horror drawing younger audiences. Romeo Must Die, an action film, so that had a broad audience.
That's a funny title.
Yeah, they're getting creative with their premise. Rules of Engagement, that was a military courtroom drama. Mission to Mars, a big budget sci-fi film. The Cider House Rules, and American Beauty. Now, Disney's Dinosaur was going to be arriving in May, so that was going to quickly overshadow The Road to El Dorado. But
That's the one we saw at Grandma's, right?
yep.
Okay.
Littlefoot's secret sequel. Thunderfoot.
So yeah, The Road to El Dorado faced a fragmented competition. It couldn't dominate any single audience segment.
That's a bummer.
There was praise for the character chemistry, the animation, and the visual style, as well as the music and score. Criticism consisted of the inconsistent tone, the story being thin and uneven, the pacing, the lack of emotional depth. It also faced
emotional depth.
It also faced unfavorable comparison to The Prince of Egypt. You know, like anyone,
Why was it even compared?
because Prince of Egypt came out like a year or two before it.
Yeah.
And so being like DreamWorks' second 2D film, I think people were expecting another emotional epic, or they were hoping for another emotional epic.
I guess, yeah.
Now, the audience was more positive, but it still wasn't that strong. Over the years, the film has developed its cult following, particularly online. So they still cite comedic writing and character dynamics, but yeah, that pretty well sums it up for the audience reception.
Huh.
One more before I forget. Did you guys notice that the voice actors for Miguel and Tulio were actually the ones singing the song "It's Tough to Be a God"?
I assumed, because I always assume that it's the same actor singing. Like in Prince of Egypt, I assumed Val Kilmer was doing the singing and not some other guy.
Sometimes they can get someone who sounds really close to the actor, and sometimes they don't. Like in Nightmare Before Christmas, it's Danny Elfman who sings all of Jack Skellington's his songs.
But it's not Danny Elfman's voice doing Jack?
Nope.
What the heck?
The more you know.
I don't even know when we're going to get to review that one.
It might not ever happen. So
Never know.
we can turn to the actors then, right?
Yes.
So Tulio was voiced by Kevin Kline. He had his breakout in Sophie's Choice. That came out in 1982. It was a drama film.
Who?
Kevin Kline.
Oh, okay. And Kevin Kline voiced Tulio. All righty. And what have we seen him in?
There's
Nick?
surprisingly a couple of things. I wasn't expecting to see as many
Really?
familiar films as I did, because I don't know, lately, like the past few movies we've seen actors, and most of the actors is actors that we haven't seen too much stuff from them. But Kevin Kline actually voiced Maurice in the 2017 Beauty and the Beast. That was a live action remake. He plays a character named Phoebus or Phoebus. I don't know.
What movie?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and 2.
Came back for the second one.
He did, apparently.
I don't even know who that guy is in the first one.
I would assume it's one of the gargoyles.
Yeah, that could be right.
Never know. And next movie?
He's in Wild Wild West 1999 with Will Smith.
Jeepers. I don't even know.
I've seen that one once.
Yeah,
Seen it once,
I've seen it
too.
once. He plays Artemis Gordon and President Grant.
I got nothing for that.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, next actor.
All right, so Miguel is voiced by Kenneth Branagh, and he got his breakout role in Henry VIII in 1989.
Huh.
Henry
And-
the Eighth.
I think so.
What movie was that?
Maybe it's Henry V. It's a V, okay? I can't read Roman numerals.
V is 5.
Have we?
Are there 2 numbers?
Look, Henry VIII is way more famous than Henry V.
All right. All right.
I know the song. Henry VIII, I am. You don't know that song?
Never heard of it.
What?
All right, Nick, give us more on Kenneth Branagh.
All right, Kenneth Branagh. There's a couple of these that were really surprising to me. To return, he is also in Wild Wild West, 1999 with Will Smith.
Huh.
He
It's a nice reunion for those guys.
Feel like
apparently
we need to watch that movie.
he plays Dr. Arliss Lovelace,
In what movie?
the Wild Wild West.
Oh, okay.
He is in Avengers Infinity War, though this is, when I was reading it, read voice uncredited, but he's the Asgardian distress call, that little opening line that you hear as the
Oh. All right,
Big
what's the
role
next
for him.
movie?
Infinity War. Yeah. He is in Murder on the Orient Express, the 2017 one. He plays Hercule Poirot. I
No.
They have such a
assume
huge
that's maybe
cast. It
the-
doesn't even matter.
Yeah, next movie.
This one, these next 2 are particularly surprising to me. He is, I don't know how you pronounce that first name.
What's the movie?
Abijah Fowler from Blue Eye Samurai, 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised to see that. It's like, "Jeez, Miguel is Fowler? But I wonder if you guys can guess Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Any guesses?
No, I got nothing.
I think it's pretty obvious. He's Gilderoy Lockhart.
That's Miguel?
That is Miguel.
Ah, okay.
That's funny.
That is. Gotcha. Next actor.
Right. So Shell was voiced by Rosie Perez. She got her breakout role in the film called Do the Right Thing, 1989.
She has a fairly good, competent list of movies, just none of them were ones that we saw.
No
Okay.
standouts. So then Jekyll Khan, voiced by Armin Asante.
Isn't it Zekel Khan?
Yep, Zekel Khan.
I'm pretty sure I had it right.
I thought you were throwing in like a J in there. Jekyll Khan.
It's close in the end. It's not close enough.
He got his breakout role in the movie called Mambo Kings in 1992. That was a musical drama.
Huh. He didn't have a singing part in this film. Nick,
No.
what else have we seen
Also,
him in?
another good, long, competent list of movies that we don't really
Oh, bummer.
recognize any from.
So then the next guy is Chief Tanabok, voiced by Edward James Olmos.
Chief Dali.
He got his breakout role in the film called Zoot Suit in 1978, a musical stage drama.
Chief Dali. Where have we seen him from, Nick?
He is in Coco, the 2017.
Really?
It's he plays Chicharon or Chicharon. It's a
No,
Spanish name.
interestingly
I
enough, I don't know
assume.
that guy.
Nope.
I don't know either. He also makes an appearance in a Simpson episode as a character named Pitmaster.
I wonder what
No
season that
idea.
was in.
I bet that's like a barbecue episode right there. Pitmaster.
That might be it.
But I can't think of the episode. Anything else we've seen him in, Nick?
Nah.
Bummer. Next.
So we get Hernan Cortez, voiced by Jim Cummings. He got his
Cortez.
breakout playing Winnie the Pooh in 1988. He picked up the role after Sterling Holloway became ill.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, and Jim Cummings, we know him from.
Yeah,
a
he's all
lot.
over. He goes on the voice Tigger.
Yeah, he voices Tigger and Winnie the Pooh in Christopher Robin 2018. He is also known to us as our dear beloved space pirate, Hondo
Yep.
from Star Wars
Hondo.
Rebels and Clone
I like
Wars.
that.
He also plays the little pirate golf ball character in Gravity Falls.
That guy.
Ah,
He's also widely known as playing Pete in the Disney Mickey Mouse movies.
yeah.
All right, Pete. I could have sworn he had more of a name than just Pete.
It
Stinky Pete, I
from
think.
when I was looking through.
I think it's Stinky Pete too, but I also
it
don't
could
know.
Be.
I don't know. All right, well,
So
he's
the last,
in a lot.
the last guy I wanted to mention was the horse, Altivo Cortez's horse, voiced by Frank Welker. As we all know, got his breakout in Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? 1969, voicing Fred Jones.
Oh. So he doesn't just do animals.
Yeah, not just animals. He makes an appearance in one episode of Invincible as Emperor Argale, I think Argale maybe, and some random Viltrumites. He is the Cave of Wonders in the 2019 Aladdin live-action remake.
Sad role for him.
Yes, he makes appearances in 20 episodes of The Simpsons as Santa's Little Helper and Snowball 2. Also uncredited.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think Santa's Little
Santa's
Helper,
Little
but they have
Helper.
20 Christmas episodes? The dogs.
Not quite.
The dogs are Santa's Little Helper.
I just find it interesting that they don't actually, that these people don't get just an actual animal to make the sound.
Maybe.
Like, why
if it
don't they
was-
just get a bunch of horses
I
and go,
know.
here, say something?
But maybe they don't just do sound bites from real pets because it would take you out of the film. Like, maybe there's something the way they can't synthesize it correctly.
I guess maybe.
It's like,
just,
we could just hire someone and they can make the noise
They
that
can
you
impersonate
associate
the
with
horse.
the cats and dogs and horse.
And yeah.
He's
All right.
also uncredited as the penguin vocal effects from the 2011 Mr. Popper's Penguins with Jim Carrey.
Wow.
I do not, like, I
This
vaguely remember
penguins
that
also
movie.
had a voice. You never really think
Everyone
about the
gets a
animals as having a voice. But they
No,
do.
they don't,
And it's
because
probably
nobody
Frank Welker.
cares about it. All right, so is
Frank
that
Welker obviously cares, Michael.
He would.
okay? Fine.
And all Frank Welker's friends are like, hey, I saw that movie and you were in it.
All right, next. That's it for the actors,
That
right?
is
Yep.
it.
So that's it for your stuff, right?
Indeed.
And Nick, you've got anything else?
No, I think I got everything.
All right, so I guess we can just go straight into the movie now. What were your guys' best moments? Or what did you guys think were the best moments in the film?
That's Are we talking like moments that got a lot of laughs, or moments that looked the best, or
The best moments, period.
Gotcha.
It is what you've decided were the best moments. For me personally, it was the songs. It was when the songs came on, you had the visuals, you had the effects, you had the boom, 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 boom. But you had the beat, you had everything going on. It looked good. It sounded good. Like, I enjoyed every song in the film. It was not like, oh, Prince of Egypt, and it's like, well, I liked all the songs except for the ones at the end credits.
I think I probably only really, I think the best moments might have been just when Shekel Kong was showing off his magic. I thought those scenes were pretty interestingly animated. It's like that green effect on it. I like those scenes.
Okay, before I forget, I know I've got the question of like, what's the animated film, like, what's the part in the film that only animation could do and not be live action? And I honestly think that this movie could be adapted into live action
I think
without too many issues.
you would lose out on the songs because in the songs they don't just animate those exclusively as in the real zone. You get more stylized animation with that. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but like the
Okay,
backgrounds change, the characters are doing more shaping. They take some of the,
I
like,
do know what you're talking about. Like they've got like the bubbles and stuff.
yeah,
and
like look at
that would be a bit iffy.
Aladdin when
So-
they live action that. You get Genie's song "Friend Like Me" and animated. That's very stylized. You lost all of that in the live action.
Yep.
It didn't work.
Is there a way you could somehow keep it even in live action? Like, do you just have to, like, when the song comes on, have it switch from live action?
I think it would be
to
too juxtaposing
not-
with being live action. And whereas Genie could have done that, just magic it all out. You can't do that with Road to El Dorado.
No.
And I think it really helps having those scenes being more stylized with the background changes and the bubbles and the bright color palettes.
Agree.
I think that really helps make the songs pop and really stick in your mind rather than just seeing them dance around in the Aztec ruins.
Yeah.
It just would not land well.
I don't know how, because you would have to take like those songs. It would definitely have to be like, because I mean, okay, we're all talking about the like the same song, right?
Yeah, and look how expressive they are when they are dancing. I don't know
Yeah.
if you could get that with real people. The way their
Probably
animation wiggles with their arms, almost like a rubber hose. Not exactly. I mean, it's a little more realistic
Yeah.
than that, but I don't think the songs will translate to live action. The rest of the movie would work just fine, making it live action.
You'd have to
But
get
the
a
songs wouldn't
very
work.
big fat guy to play Chief Tully.
That shouldn't be too hard to find. I mean, we're already living in America, so that makes it a lot easier.
That's true. All right, so what did you guys think were the worst moments in here? What were the worst moments in the movie?
I think the movie kind of drags after that song. It's tough to be a god, and then they have to they cram in that little sport fight thing. The ball game between Tulio and Miguel and the 20 players. Like, I don't know. The film kind of like drags at that point. Like they're trying to fill it out.
Huh.
And the movie drags again after the big climax and they throw off the priest into the water. And then they have to have a sad song for Tulio and Miguel being like separate, like breaking up. And it's like, it's kind of dragging here. You're kind of ready for the movie to be over.
Really?
In defense, it's supposed to like give a deeper understanding of Miguel and Tulio's relationship.
Yeah, but I think you get that even without them sitting around and moping with someone singing in the background. Friends never say goodbye.
Yeah, but that's not how the song goes.
No, she
It's that
sings it way
melody.
better than me.
But okay, I thought that the pacing was balanced in the film.
It's more balanced than what you expect when critics are saying, they're balancing the issues with the pacing. It's more balanced than what you think when they say it. But then I still see the pacing issues where it's like, yeah, you kind of could have cut this out and it would have been fine.
Okay. What was your guys' favorite quote?
Favorite quote. Yeah, it's a good callback in the movie because at the start of it, Miguel and Tulio are playing dice with some ruffian, some sailors, and it's loaded dice.
Gave me loaded dice.
And
You're not a god.
yeah, they play that out, so you like that.
Yeah. Tons of gold for me. Ha! Tons of gold for we. Ha! I don't remember the third part. They did it in like threefold, but I've got.
Yeah, their best lines are probably when they're just
Cable.
playing off of one another.
Oh yeah. All right, so Chris is
You'll
thinking
find
that
like
the
my
pacing
sister.
was
I
balanced
met your
and
sister. It's a compliment.
So Chris thinks that the pacing was balanced and goes too slow. Nick, what do you think about the pacing?
You got that backwards. Or at least you said my name twice.
Yeah, Nick said that
Chris said the pacing
was, fine, didn't
was
you?
balanced
Yeah.
and
I mean,
then
I
goes
cited
slow.
like 2 different moments.
Nick thinks that the
I had
pacing's
no real
balanced.
issues with the pacing.
What'd you guys think about the ending? Satisfied, mixed, unsatisfying?
I was satisfied.
Yeah,
I
I'd
was
say
too.
the ending was fine.
Humor
We're not
rating
on the
on a scale
horse.
of 1 to 5, with 0 being there was no humor at all.
6.
It's a good 4.
I was thinking like 4.5. Nick loved the movie. Did you guys get any themes and impact from the film?
Not really.
Okay, I completely forgot to look up the theme of the film.
Friendship, I'd say.
Okay. The recommendation test. Would you guys rewatch this?
Yes.
I guess.
I thought obviously.
Not like anytime soon.
Would you recommend it? I mean, we
Yeah.
just rewatched it, so I mean, obviously you have to wait like a couple of months before deciding to rewatch it.
Maybe a year, maybe a little longer.
I
think
would wait
Chris's
at least
opinion
a
of
year.
this movie has dropped lightly.
No, I don't
in the
think my
passage of
opinion on this
time.
movie was very strong to begin with. It's like it's
Huh.
a decent film. I mean, I think the
I cannot
plot for Ants
wait.
might have been better than this movie. It's just
Jeepers.
Ants doesn't look nice.
Ants is just bad all around, all right? I cannot wait to find out what you put this movie as a tier list. My gosh. So, cheapers. Okay, so we have not done this portion in a while, mostly because none of the movies we actually fit in. Like, I didn't want my character to be Anastasia or Rasputin in the movie Anastasia, and I didn't want to be anything in Thumbelina, but
Because you know you have got stuck as a toad.
I would have.
And me and Nick would
The
be the
three-
toads making fun of you.
Yeah, the three of us would have been the Toads in Thumbelina, but this movie,
I just don't understand why it can't be the 3 chickens singing Thumbelina.
Look, Thumbelina was such a long time ago. We don't have to bring it back.
okay, so who's who character in this movie? I was thinking Chris is Tulio, Nick is Miguel,
Fair enough.
and I'm Chief Tully.
See, now I think you are the horse, Altivo.
Thanks. If we go back
It's
to the death
personality,
tally that we're
Michael. It's
supposed
the
to be doing,
personality.
the 3 of us would have died when we fell off the ship. We would have gotten eaten by the sharks. We would have drowned. There was a storm. Like, we would not have survived. That's when the movie really
Holy
ended.
Ship.
That's probably my favorite quote.
It would have been a rough go of it, but I think we could have made it to shore. Probably would have died eating the local fauna, though.
If anything, you two would have eaten the horse. Miguel and Tulio, to survive, would have eaten the horse.
You can't eat a raw horse. You gotta cook it.
Raw.
Well, they would have tried cooking that.
Can't serve raw.
All right, so I guess I'm not Chief Tully. Nick, who do you think I am in the film? Not the horse.
It's not Cortez. I guess maybe Cortez, but
I could be Cortez. I'm trying to think of his quote.
it's a problem. He's just not really in the movie. I remember the first time watching it, and then they brought Cortez in. I'm like, oh yeah, he's in this movie. He comes back at this time. Like after Tulio and Miguel get to shore, you completely forget about Cortez as being an element. Even when they cut back to him, they're all like, why are we cutting back to this guy? And then they drop off the priest over the waterfall, and then the priest finds Cortez. He's like, ah, yes, this is the vengeful gods we've been seeking to end the era and begin a new one. And he's trying to lead him back to the city, El Dorado. You just completely forget about him, though. It's like, that guy is in this movie. He doesn't have that much of a presence. And then I still think his design is a little derpy. The way his hair is, it just looks wrong. Like he almost should have had a helmet on the entire time.
I don't know. I thought he looked fine. My crew was chosen as carefully as the disciples of Christ. I will not tolerate stowaways. You will be flogged. And when we put into Cuba to resupply, God willing, you will be flogged some more. And then enslaved on the sugar plantations for the rest of your miserable lives. To the brig.
Nice. Cuba.
Miguel goes, all right, Cuba.
Dang
it. But, yeah, I could play as Cortez. So what'd you guys think about the score and the music of the movie?
Good.
I still think the music just lands kind of in the middle for me.
Seriously?
Like, I can appreciate the beat. The lyrics sound good. And it's definitely some of the better music we've heard out of these films from the Don Bluth movies. And, I mean, I guess Prince of Egypt is definitely more epic in scale. These are definitely more
Yeah, Prince of Egypt
laid-back
was meant like
songs.
epic. It's definitely putting you there in the desert in Egypt. And then this one
These
is like
songs are
it's
more
giving you
like
more of that festive vibe.
Lion
It's
King,
like
Can't Wait to Be King.
Yeah.
And, what's the other one they got? The
what, Lion King? I don't know.
Well, you're comparing a historical epic to a comedic
I'm just comparing it to the
adventure.
other movies we've seen, and like out of all the songs we've heard from Don Bluth, it's like these ones definitely rank a lot higher.
Yeah, these ones are better, and that's because, well, the people making the songs. I mean, our song list in this movie is El Dorado, which is played at the very beginning. You've got The Trail We Blaze. That's after
They're following
land.
the map, and you have a montage of them trying to find the city.
And then it's Tough to Be a God, which I think is that one that we were going on about.
Another
how it
montage
could
where
not
they're-
be live action.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's another montage. And it's probably my favorite song in the film.
Mine
It's
too.
really hard to beat that because, I mean, none of the other songs have the drums playing. You've got a decent beat going. And then there's a song in here called Without Question, which I think was just instrumental. And then you've got Friends Never Say Goodbye. And then they reprise the other songs.
It's tough to question. Isn't it the song where Miguel is down among the people and he's playing with them?
That might be.
Yeah.
That was a song.
That's one song I don't have in my playlist on my phone.
It was so memorable. Michael had to have me remind him of it.
I appreciate it because I was questioning this song Without Question that has lyrics by Tim Rice. I'm like,
This
What song?
instrumental with lyrics?
it's like, it's just making any sense. All right, so we went over the animation style, right? This one's basically 2D with CGI.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would say it felt familiar. What did you guys think? I don't know if that's just because technically before this we watched Prince of Egypt and we've done Don Bluth, so
Yeah,
it has
the,
that familiarity with the animation
Maybe with like Anastasia.
closer with
I know Anastasia
than
still
Prince of
has
Egypt.
distinct style to it. Prince of Egypt, I think the characters, the way they're animated, might be similar with Prince of Egypt. Some of the backgrounds, I think, are still more stylized in this movie.
Okay.
I know Prince of Egypt, you have desert for your background, so not much to work with by making it look super appealing in that kind of a jungle lush fashion.
Yeah. What'd you guys think about the movement quality in this movie for the animation?
I don't know. I think maybe there could have been a little more slapstick with the our main duo.
Huh. Okay.
I think the story just lends itself to a little more of that.
Facial expressions.
Now, the facial expressions in this were very good.
Yep.
So on a rating of 0 to 5, what would you guys say?
Four?
I don't know, like a 4.5. Like,
4.8. 4.8.
4.9. Yeah, I thought the facial expressions were really well done here. I mean, especially when you get that scene with Cortez. I mean, you can just see his irritation as he does
with
not
Cortez, but also the priest.
stowaways.
The priest, anytime he's dealing with the gods, he's always got those different facial expressions of shock and satisfaction.
Yep.
Especially when Tulio and Miguel are fighting one another, and he's like, he's just amused by it.
Oh yeah. So I think that's one reason why I really enjoy this movie is just the facial expressions hit. Really, what'd you just see?
I don't see anything.
Keep your eyes on me, not behind me.
Keep my eyeline, Jim.
So what'd you guys think about the backgrounds and environments in this film? Were they rich? Was it okay? Was it flat?
Definitely rich compared to Ants.
Yes.
It's really hard to compare it when that was the last movie we saw. I was like,
No. The last movie we saw was Prince of Egypt.
Oh, right. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome, because it went Ants, Prince of Egypt, and then this movie.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt still had very good environments. You just knew you were dealing with deserts. So definitely a different step in a different direction with what they needed to show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do you guys think that the world felt consistent?
I'd say so.
I don't know. I mean, they spend most of their time all their time almost in Mesoamerica. So
Yeah.
you're just kind of bumming around in the village.
So I think the last thing I've got here was a bit of trivia that they've got on IMDb, where they state that the voice artists in animated movies usually record their parts alone, with no other actors or actresses in the studio with them. In the break with this tradition, Kevin Kline and this one has Sir Kenneth. What'd you say his last name was? Branagh.
Pretty close to it.
Yeah. They recorded their dialogue together, similar to when Disney's Aladdin had Jonathan Freeman record many of his scenes with Gilbert Gottfried.
Huh. I think we saw something similar to that in All Dogs Go to Heaven when Itchy and Charlie were doing their voices. They did them together.
Yeah. So I think that brings us to the ending of this episode with our
Summary. Did we do a summary?
We pretty, I guess, did we?
I don't
technically
think
not.
We
I mean,
eventually got
I was
around
starting to say
so.
the premise of it.
So.
and
We
then you
interrupted
were-
Michael's premise because you said
Yeah, you
something.
you said that, well, that's not technically the setting, but I'm like, I have it written under my setting part, okay? I'll change it to premise then next.
Thank you.
But yeah, so I guess did not really do a summary, but I guess the summary is pretty much these two con men who are like best friends, stick together for life type.
They come into
like the
possession of a map.
Best friends, it's basically brothers. They come into possession of a map
They
after conning
accidentally-
these sailors. Did you guys recognize that the guy who they were conning appeared back on the ship?
Did he?
what?
He did. Like, yeah, if you guys didn't see it, like he looked almost exactly the same, like face wise, because you see him, he's more of the chubbier, bald guy, and he's the one hitting the ground to try and get the dice to move, and he's like, I knew it. You had loaded dice.
I'd be
Or whatever he
curious
said, and
on
then
if that was
yeah.
intentional or just reusing character assets.
it's the thing that, I mean, he doesn't say anything once they get on ship, because that's when you get to the flogging quote. But
Right. Well, they
Anyway, yeah.
accidentally stow away onto the ship.
so they
They
leave
get captured and
from-
imprisoned. They break
you're
out of the
skipping
ship.
the bulls.
You're missing the point of a summary, though.
But
They eventually wash ashore
Wanna
with
entice
the
the
horse. They manage to find the city. They
go
get
through the montage of the song
They
to the city.
mistaken for gods with the help of the woman Shell. She joins their con to help them pretend to be gods.
There's another song.
They've got this power rivalry between the chief and the priest is all
And they're
about
playing off of one of each other.
destruction, and the chief is much more friendly, and they lean more towards the chief, and then eventually the priest finds out that they aren't gods, they're just humans, so he ends up summoning up this jaguar statue to go just crush them, and then they end up disposing of the priest, who ends up getting Cortez, tries to lure him there, but the three end up leaving, destroying the bridge, blocking the way, saving the village. That's the summary. Very slapdash summary.
Yes, thank you. So then where do you guys put this in your S tier? Since I just realized I do not have Prince of Egypt in my S tier, and I'm pretty sure
What a horrible
it was
mistake.
in my S. I know. For me, The Road to El Dorado is S tier. I will definitely rewatch it. I do rewatch this movie. I even listen to it at work on occasions when I feel like I've got nothing else to do. I'll just put it onto my phone, movie-wise. And if I could get an actual MP3 device that can play movies without having any sort of recording abilities, I will watch it while I'm at work.
So, Nick, where did you rank it?
S tier.
Some of us actually appreciate good movies. Thank you, Nick. Chris,
I ranked
what
it-
tier did you put this at?
I ranked this one in C tier above Five O Goes West.
C tier.
I liked All Dogs Go to Heaven better.
That's not just ooh, Nick. That is, we start questioning if we're going to keep doing this podcast, finding out Chris hates movies.
He doesn't hate movies. He just.
Did you just hear what tier he put this movie at?
I did hear. It's a.
This is like I'm going to make us watch Thumbelina again, and we're going to review that one for some reason.
I like this one better than Thumbelina, if that helps.
No, that doesn't help. Because somehow you hate this movie and put it in C tier.
C tier is it was fine.
What's B tier?
B tier, of course, is it's something I wouldn't mind watching again.
And then A tier is something that you would
It's something
rewatch.
I would really enjoy watching again.
And then S tier is
It's something I gotta watch again. They do sound very similar, don't they?
they do. Like, why would you not just put this movie in A tier at least? What did you hate about this movie?
Not that there's anything I hated. I just don't know if there's anything that really, you could cling to. Like,
The
you
songs.
like the dynamic between Tulio and Miguel.
humor.
That's really strong.
The animation,
But I've already told you, I think the songs are kind of just
the
okay.
facial expressions. We're not watching this movie with you again.
Look, I know the first time I watched it, I wasn't too super impressed by it. It's like, yeah, that was a pretty decent movie. And watch it again, I'm like, yeah, it's still just a decent movie.
I just can't believe this at all. I am hurt, and I don't hurt easily.
Well,
Oh.
you know, we were going to come to this moment eventually where all of our opinions differed.
Hold on, what was that quote from?
The one you just said?
Yeah.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty, so I guess that just ends this episode. I hardly think I'm qualified to come across all sanctified. I just don't cut it with the cherubim. Tulio, what are you talking about? There again. Well, no, I guess we should have just went right into the chorus, but I can't see the chorus, so it doesn't
But
matter.
it's tough to be a god, and there's something in this god.